blackness of all the Trump children. But here's the real issue here. The attacks on Senator Kamala Harris's blackness really started the moment she announced. And where it's really coming from, this is black self-hate cloaked in black self-love. There are people out there who are saying that because she is not a descendant of slaves, she really can't speak to the black experience. They dismiss the fact that she went to HBCU. They dismiss her actual background, and that's what the real issue here. There are black people out there who are angry that who say Obama didn't do enough for African Americans, and what they're not doing is demanding really policy questions. They're questioning her blackness. You may have some fools out there who are black, especially a lot of black men, who are criticizing her because her husband is white. And so I understand that folks are talking about Donald Trump Jr. retweeting this, but really, you've got some asinine black folks out there who are the ones who are questioning her blackness, and they are shameful, and they are despicable, and then they should be called out at every turn.
Why do you...
What's good, everybody? It's your boy JT, opposite from the norm. Yeah, so I just wanted to put a little bit of this up because I keep seeing Boyce Watkins videos and Instagram lives talking about how Roland Martin came after him about his comments, asking questions about Kamala Harris being married to a white man. Then also now you see they're talking about how people are discussing her background, or her origin, or nationality, and ethnicity, and all of this stuff. All right, let's deal with the smallest part first, real quick. Okay, they saying because she's half Jamaican and half Indian. If you know anything about the slave trade, then y'all should know that that was part of the slave trade. That's how we ended up in Jamaica. That's how we ended up in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Barbados. That's how we ended up in, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way it was. You know what I'm saying? We ended up somewhere everywhere. Even certain places in Asia, we ended up. You know what I mean? That's how you get dark Asians. Certain places in Italy, that's how you got a lot of dark Italians. Like, we ended up in a lot of different places, believe it or not. So somebody being Jamaican, like, come on, you can't say that's not a descendant of a slave. As long as you was born in America, and you know what I'm saying, you black, born in America, most likely you are ADOS, American descendant of a slave. You know what I'm saying? As long as you was born in America, and you can trace your heritage back. You know what I'm saying? If you black, born in America, period, you're gonna trace it back to slavery, no matter where it was from. It's from Africa. So that, I don't care about them saying that. That's stupid. But the question that certain people, especially Boyce Watkins, is just asking, we have to critique these people that are saying they want to lead us. Now, Roland Martin has a point. We should talk about policies. It shouldn't be just that, but it should be partially all of that. Let's keep it real. Why do we as black people, every time somebody does something that we should question, we try to overlook it just for the good? Which would be fine if we have that fuck you pay me attitude, and we don't have that fuck you pay me attitude, or let's push this black agenda regardless of what, as long as we make sure we are respected and not disrespected or overlooked when it comes time to show black people love. We don't do that. That's where we mess up at. And I'm tired of black people taking up for somebody else just because they black. You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense, Roland Martin, but just because she's black, I'm not going to erase the fact that she's married to a white man. Like, what do they lay down at night and talk about? What's their pillow talk like? You know what I'm saying? Like, does she really just go for the black agenda regardless of how her husband feels? Can we actually just say that he's going to not feel some type of way if she just talk black, that he's not going to say, well, don't forget you're married to a white man, honey, so there are some good white people out there, so we got to keep that in mind. This is not the time for it. If we talking about pushing a black agenda and finally doing something, then we need to focus on that. Every time black people had a struggle that we so-called overcame, it's only be a certain percentage, because there's always another race that benefited from it, probably even more than us all the time. So we got to be honest about that. That's just like when, Nick Cannon, that's my boy, but when he was talking to Brother Islam, and he just kept talking about what's wrong with being with somebody white, and it's like, bruh, if you talking about the agenda, there should, if you really love black people that much, and you love being black that much, how do you turn around and go date another race instead of dating black people? Then you want to talk about how much stuff black women go through, but then you still go get a white woman. Then we talking about how much black people go through, but then you want to go get a white man. These are just questions that need to be asked. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with what Boyce Watkins asked. He didn't throw her on the bus. He just asked her a question. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about that. Yeah, you know, for my black people, you know what I'm saying? I got to go ahead and, like, matter of fact, let me, if y'all never seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, yeah, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker by Keenan Ivory Wayans. It came back in like 88, 89, right? If y'all never seen that movie, just look up this scene I'm about to tell y'all. Look up the scene where he's trying to build an army. He's trying to build an army to fight against Mr. Big, the white guy that's tearing up the black community, right? So he goes to this brother, and he was like, yeah, we need to go ahead and get our troops together. Brother was like, yes. He like, so will you help me, brother? Yes, well. And then next thing you know, while they talking, his white wife came out and was like, I want you to meet my wench. Like, that's what it is. Like, you see a politician talking all this great black stuff, like, oh yeah, you know, black this, black is love, black is beautiful, black is this. Oh yeah, meet my white wife Becky. You gonna be like, the fuck? Let's keep it real. Like, come on, man. You mean to tell me that's the only people that can get what we go through is we gotta turn around and get white people all the time? Why we gotta be so forgiving? You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to digress, but I'm just saying we need to ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be about black people. If you don't trust somebody who has a white wife or a husband that's running for office and saying they're gonna really be there for black people, then that's how you feel. And I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? We need to talk about these policies, we do, but I'm not gonna defend somebody because of that. I'm gonna say, what's the policies? You know what I'm saying? Roland Martin right on that, but I'm not gonna defend you. Sorry. If that's how my people feel, that's how my people feel. We tired of every time somebody trying to lead us is doing some stuff that's very questionable. So I just want to get my point on that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look it up if y'all want to find out what's going on with Kamala Harris. If you think she the person for you to, to pick as a president, a candidate, do your thing. That's on you. But as people, as our people, we need to make sure we asking the right questions and we actually trying to get something done. Like I was saying to my coworker, just real quick. I was saying to my coworker that we gotta stop a lot of times thinking that we just go off our emotions. We need to actually take a lot of our emotions out and logically think about what we need to do. Have this fuck you pay me attitude when it comes to our people and push it as an agenda. We have an agenda that we need to finally put together and push. You know what I'm saying? We love our people, but now it's time to go ahead, pull up your shoes, and you know what I'm saying, lace up your shoes and do what we got to do. And stop just going off what we feel. The hell with that. We need to actually start trying to get our agenda pushed. Whether it's ADOS, reparations, or whatever we talking about doing, let's put our heads together and strategically try to do something. So I just wanted to say that. This your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. If this your first time watching, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. Holla at me.